Well, I don't know how to fix this reactive, so I guess we're just gonna start. Give me a sec, guys. Hey, Nate, I'm a noob. Help me out. I don't know how to do reactive. Oh, of course it works now. Yeah, great. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
Mhm.
just the second.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, there's mine.
I'm pretty sure it might have been because you were fucking deafened. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Probably what happened.
Maybe.
Ugh.
So why in the hell is yours not showing
Chat,
up?
we're borked.
Why is yours not showing
It's
up?
over.
We're borked. GG.
Yeah, dude. Why is his not showing up? It says
over.
it's here, but
It's
it's
over.
not here.
I don't deserve a PFP anymore, I'm sorry.
Dude, it's here though. It's
I don't know.
it when I open the properties, it's here.
Yeah.
Both of yours are here,
Yeah.
but they're not here. So where
Yeah.
are they?
Skill issue.
Oh.
It's a skill issue.
Is the web link like right? You know,
Yes,
maybe.
I-
I don't know.
Hold on, we're gonna bear with me, stream and YouTube. Just everyone, bear with me. Why is
I'll try.
just try your
Well,
best.
Oh,
It'll be
seven,
hard.
chat, please.
It'll be
it
hard.
will be very difficult. Yeah, I know. Sinks would kill me. I swear to God, if he was here. So I'm so happy he's not here today. On everything, he killed me.
I pray that he re-watches this.
I
You
pray he
just
doesn't.
added a
Just
browser
ours or
source.
source?
We're getting there. I had to re-add the.
Hey guys.
I got it to work, guys. I got it to
All right, we're gonna have this right here.
Jump scare. Jump scare. So I just have to remake the source. Got it. Okay, we're learning.
I hate that.
That was awesome, dude.
Fuck
Browser
wants
source
you to
again.
task us, bro.
Now we'll do Nate's. Here we go. Everyone ready? Here we go.
Hello there.
There we go. We did it,
The
guys.
thing is, it's not
Oh,
even
we're
me.
so
It's
back.
not even me. It's someone else.
Well, now it's done. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the week number 4 power ranking stream, and we're off to an amazing start. This was as chaotic as this week has been. More specifically, Saturday night, if people were tuning in. Let's just say for making these power rankings today, I sat in front of the list of teams for 15 minutes, not moving anybody, and contemplating my life choices, because I couldn't rank them. It was impossible for me to rank them. I did my best, but everything I did, everything I changed felt wrong. None of these teams, except maybe 2, felt like they're in the right spot.
I
So,
swear, if you made some wrong decisions, we're gonna have some words.
there's gonna be a lot of words to be had. Let's just put it that way.
Oh God.
But
And I'll get ready.
anything you guys want to say besides hating on my streaming ability, which you probably should? Anything you want to say before we start this recap?
Yeah, that was awful. But anyways,
Unlike your streaming
Um,
ability, this week was very good.
I
True.
definitely
I
didn't
deserve
take
that one.
nearly as much time as this guy. I maybe sat there for like a minute to reassort everything.
Well, you clearly don't care about this league as much as I do. Okay. And you want everything.
Clearly.
Yeah, and you want everything to be perfect. You know. As you can see, yeah, the stream is absolute perfection. It started out perfectly.
I'm being bribed to change my mind.
Yeah.
This
Yo,
beef.
change some PFP on stream. Come on, man.
Dude, I can make it 10 times worse. I hope these people know.
But with that being said, let's get started, shall we?
Yeah, let's get going.
Hell yeah.
Starting with the actually right recap. I checked this morning to make sure I actually did everything right. I did. I'm pretty proud of myself. So we started with the Tide taking on the Abyss. The Tide jumped to remain undefeated on the season and beat the Abyss 3-1 with an MVP of Nate. Congratulations. You balled out. 3 goals, 7 assists, 7 saves on 13 shots with 1,722 score. Then the Orcas took on the Tempest in a rough game to watch. I'm going to be honest. The Orcas swept the Tempest. They jumped to 2-1. MVP Melody, 5 goals, 2 assists, 8 saves on 13 shots with 1,572 score. Next up, the Fangs took on the Waves. This game was closer than the scoreboard shows. I think the Fangs put up a really good fight against this team, but the Waves were able to take it in 4. MVP Hizro, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 saves on 11 shots with a 1,733 score. And then the game today. Oh boy. The Reef took on the Surge. There's not really a lot to talk about here. The Surge swept. MVP Shadow, he played his first game. Congrats to him. 10 goals, 2 assists, 2 saves on 14 shots with a 1,750 score. We will start with the Tide and the Abyss. I mean, we gotta hear from Nate himself, the MVP. How do you think you guys played?
That top right pass was absolutely fucking baller. Holy shit.
Check the short. It's a great clip. Great pass by Nate. Even better shot from Chicken. Just top right corner.
Chicken.
Absolute placement.
It's not even a question anymore.
But like, I'd like to say, for the Tide, they are a top. It's pretty obvious a top 3 team because they're undefeated right now, and they're the only undefeated team next to them is the Waves, which I'm very excited for that matchup. The Tide have been talking to me about what week that game's gonna be on. They already know. They're already ready for it. So yeah, so they're counting the days till they face the Waves. So I'm very excited to watch that series. On the other side, the Abyss. I mean, I'm still not convinced. I mean, they took a game, but that was on EU servers. Like, it was alternating between East and EU, and they lost the last 2 games, which means they lost. I think they lost 2 EU games of the 3.
Wait, was it alternating?
Yeah, it was alternating, starting on EU.
Yeah.
You guys took game 1.
Oh, right.
No, they took game 1 and then you won 3 straight. So, but that game 3 loss was really bad. That was a bad loss. But
I thought we moved on to Orcas and Tempest. I'm not gonna lie.
No. We're still on Abyss. I'm not convinced with the Abyss right now. Some people are. You'll see it on the power rankings later. Some people are convinced, but I'm not. I just overall from this game taking away that the Tide are a team to beat right now.
Yeah, it hurts to see that name there, but I couldn't have it any other way. What a playmaking game. A true playmaking game.
7 assists is ridiculous. Compared to all the other MVPs with 2 assists each, like, you had more assists than everyone combined.
That's 2 assists per game, I hope you know. Like, I balled out. I'm happy.
Just saying, you had a higher score than a first rounder on this list.
Oof.
On this
MVPs,
list?
of MVPs.
Oh, shit.
I was in 4 games.
Well,
so
okay, to
four
be fair,
games, 4 games versus 3.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, on to this game. This was a brutal watch. I'm gonna be honest. Because I love Meep and Violence as a team. It was just hard to see the match go the way it did. I want them to succeed, especially since I know them so well and I've played with them so long. Like, I want them to do well, but they gotta make a move somewhere, and I hate to say it, I think it's gotta be Violence. I think he hasn't looked right, and I love you, Dre. I love you, seriously, but you just haven't looked right. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just Pickle isn't the third you guys need, but it just doesn't work. I don't think they have a true support, which is why I think, not to throw myself in here with this, but they don't have a true support, and I feel like we're seeing that.
Motherfucker about an ego and put himself in. I see
Hey,
you.
I'm just saying I am a very good support. Okay, I'm good at what I do. I'm horrible in the air. I'm horrible at the game. but I keep the vibes and keep positioned, and then I make the plays I need to. That's all I can do.
Violence is
That
Dre,
is a
correct?
support. Yes.
Yes.
Then I do have to say, looking at the stat sheet now, he had a very good series though this week. This week
Yeah, for sure.
particularly.
But in my eyes, it just doesn't matter when you're getting. Well, let me pull up their stats. Someone talk about it real quick because I have a stat. I want to.
Yeah. Violence had most goals, second most saves, and most demos on the team. But
Pretty
not
sure it
even
was-
shooting the most. Not even
Funny
shooting
enough, I'm
most.
pretty sure that game it was Meep that was kind of on the down low.
Yeah, honestly, looking at it, it is kind of.
He did in the post game interview say like I feel like this game was on me, but
Yeah.
Averaged a whole over 100 points higher than their next best, which was actually Pickle. Actually, Pickle had the second best average score on the team, behind Violence.
yeah, the Orcas had 10 goals, which is it's middle of the pack, but that's in 3 games. They let up 10 goals in 3 games in a 3v3 match. I just that can't happen. That's
Yeah,
they just don't have someone defensively, and I feel like they need to sign someone that can be a support player for them and be a defensive minded player. They don't have that right now. So something's
Yeah.
got to change in my eyes for the Tempest. Every single stream, the board loses a person. Yeah, Sinks is off in Narnia, dude. I don't know where he is.
Well, I guess I'm gone next.
On to the next game, the Fangs versus the Waves. This game, I think, showed 2 things. I think it showed the Fangs are a better team than people think they are. And I think it shows that the Waves are, in my eyes, I'll just spoil it, the top team in the Pelagic Division.
you mean Benthic.
Benthic Division, thank you. Yes.
I would hope Waves are the best team in the Pelagic.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Cyclones. I don't know. It's
Y'all get
a
swept
little
and you
close.
know it. You know,
I don't know.
You know it.
I don't know.
But starting with the Fangs, I mean, Arox, he played to his round 1 standard, and I wish he'd show up he would have showed up the first 2 weeks, but he definitely stood out.
He
on
did
that
his thing.
team.
He did his thing.
He did his thing.
I don't know. I feel like he definitely did the standard of round 1, but like as the top 3 MMR in the league, I feel like he could have done better.
I think what let them down, and I think Flair is a good player, but Flair did not have his best stuff, and that was the temporary sub they picked, and I think they chose wrong. I think they needed a round 2 player to replace Toxic. Lion was on the board and willing to play, and he still chose Flair. So I think that was just a bad choice, honestly, by Sellout. I don't think that was the right call. But for the Waves, I mean, they got to play all 3 players together for the first time, and they are a force to be reckoned with.
They are.
They're the only team I think that can. I think there's a couple teams that could challenge the Tide right now. We'll get to later, but
Oh.
I think the
Yeah,
Waves
no,
are the closest team to challenging the Tide right now. Obviously, they're both 3-0, but just roster wise, all of them are currently GC, and they got those players legitly. Like, it wasn't just they signed 2 second-round players and made it illegal. Like, Infrared was a 3rd-round player, and then he got up to GC. Same with Luke. Like, that's impressive.
Very good team. Very good team.
Yeah. But then we're not going to talk about this game long. This was rough. It was a 2v2 between the Reef and the Surge. Eyes was forced to play on 500 ping. Slow was a no-show the entire week, so that's something we could talk about. How does Zaire find someone for Slow right now? Because I think it might be time to find a long-term sub or something until he knows more.
Well, I mean, we can't talk about it right now. Surge looked fucking excellent, to be honest. Like, Shadow, Dylan, and Soklabot were fucking fragging out, even in a 2v2.
But now the thing is, right? Greenspeed's probably going to come back next week. It's not confirmed, so Shadow is technically still on the team until Greenspeed returns. But odds are Green comes back next week. Shadow goes back to free agency. I think the Reef pick him up as a long-term sub.
Someone should.
Slow.
Someone definitely should.
Agreed.
Shadow showed why he should not be on free agency this week. And I think it's a mistake for a team that doesn't already either have a captain as a first rounder or they have a couple second rounders and a third rounder. Like, you got to pick him up. Like, I'd feel bad for him sitting on free agency this long, the way he played this week.
Definitely.
Very good week. Once again, I'm trying not to take too much from the game, though. It was just like I didn't watch it personally. I'm not gonna act like I did, but just looking at everything, putting in the stats, and just it really wasn't a balanced fight the entire way. It's hard to really take anything from it.
Because it was the second and third rounder on the Reef, and the third rounder was lagging the entire series. Like, it was a scheduled loss for the Reef. It was either they forfeit, or because they couldn't get a sub in time, or they get a scheduled loss and get swept. Like, there was no other option. So, shout out to them for playing it through, but I'm not too down on the Reef yet. It depends on what Zare does now.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, on your comment, I do really like Slow, though. I can't, like... I do really like Slow and Zare together. They're such a good duo.
Yeah.
It's so hard to...
I agree,
get
but the thing I've been saying a lot this season is, for a team, it's all about being reliable and being available. Like, if you have 3 available players fairly consistently, it doesn't have to be on 24/7. But if they get a message about a game and they respond fairly quickly and they go to the game, like, odds are you're going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If all 3 starters are like that. But
I was going to talk about that for the next Pelagic. I feel like there's a good comment about that to be made for those teams.
Yeah, I agree. Any final things y'all want to talk about with the Benthic division? Because I think the Pelagic division was a little bit more interesting this week.
Let's go to the chaos. Let's
So we're gonna have a lot more to talk about in the Pelagic side of things than the Benthic, so let's be warned. But before we do, as always, we'll go through the free agent signings. There actually weren't a lot this week. There were only a few. So the Fangs dropped Soklabot, added Toxic, which that was their final choice. Between NVM and Soklabot, they decided to keep NVM, which I think was a good choice.
Yep.
The Fangs then, Toxic couldn't play, so dropped Toxic and added Flare as a temporary sub, which I can't believe they didn't take Lion, who was ready and willing to play. Still shocks me. But then the final move was the Surge. Goose couldn't make the game, so they dropped Goose and added Soklabot as a temporary sub, who actually played pretty good on the Surge in the 2 games he played.
Very much did.
So, and now he's going to drop back down to free agency. So Flare and Soklabot will now be going down to free agency after the stream. Anything else you want to say about that, or are we just moving on?
I think we talked about Soklabot being added to another team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we talked about we actually predicted that last week, saying that they were going to get picked up, and it did. It happened.
All right, well, on to the chaos, shall we? So this division this week is probably the best games I have seen in any division this season.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. So
game
starting
bots.
with, I think the worst one was Stingray Sharks. Stingrays took it in 4. Cloud and Grizz did their thing, and Grizz got MVP. 11 goals, 6 assists, 5 saves on 27 shots with a 2,665 score. I have something very important to talk about with the Stingrays in a moment. But Then
Stingray.
on to the first of 3 best of 5s, or game 5s, this week, which is pretty absurd to even think about. The Tridents took on the Clouds in a match that I didn't think was gonna be a match, but it ended up being. The Tridents were able to hold on and win in 5. MVP Jerry, 4 goals, 1 assist, 11 saves on 10 shots with a 1,871 score. Then game of the freaking week for no reason at all. The upset of the season that destroyed my brain. The Kraken defeat the Bolts in 5, and now are the same record as the Bolts and
They
the
look
Tridents.
so good. They
I
look
think-
so
And the
good.
Stingray.
I think I just I think I heard fucking Sinks turn over in his grave. So yeah.
It's
that probably
MVP
just happened.
Silver, who, man, I'll talk about Silver in a moment. 12 goals, 2 assists, 7 saves on
3,000.
28 shots, 3,006 score. I mean, I have another player on the Kraken I really want to shout out, but I mean, you can't not give this guy MVP after that stat line.
Fair enough.
And then the last game, which I really didn't expect to be a series at all, it ended up being the Monsoon taking on the Cyclones. The Cyclones hung on to win the game in 5 and remain undefeated, and the only undefeated team in the Pelagic. MVP Dogs, 10 goals, 1 assist, 6 saves, 22 shots, with a 2,716 score. Holy crap. We'll start with the Stingrays and the Sharks. So before anyone starts going, big news for the Stingrays. Toes has left the server, if people didn't know. They don't have a third round player, and Grizz still hasn't decided on who his third round player is going to be. There is 3 options
This
right
could be
now.
Good. This could be good.
No, but there's 3 options in round 3 right now. Oompa, Gart, and Ash.
I think it's an easy choice.
I think so too, but here's the problem.
Yeah.
2 of them are EU. Gart and Ash. And I know Gart. I've messaged him for 3 games this week. He said he couldn't make a single one. That's not good.
Oh, that makes it harder. Yeah.
But
that's-
then you go to Ash, who wants to play, is willing to play, but the problem is EU. The times are tough.
Yeah.
And the one game he could have played was this one between the Reef and Surge where they needed a sub. He responded late. But then Oompa, we've seen him in
There's
season
Oompa.
0. We know how that goes.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous. I'm sorry, Oompa. It's a dangerous pickup for any team.
Yeah.
So the Stingrays have a huge choice to make. What are your guys' thoughts after breaking down their options?
Sorry, I'm fucking shell shocked at the moment. I was not expecting Toast to leave the server. I don't know.
It's
I mean, maybe
it's
you
a
can
tough play
work
for
with
Grizz.
Gert, and like, you know, he did show up for that one Tridents game.
he
Oh,
played good
played
too.
so
What sucks
well.
is he
So
played really
well.
well for them. But
So,
his
like,
schedule seems
yeah.
cooked. Like he could not show up at any given time.
Maybe it's cause like he's not great with spontaneous like asks. Who knows?
Maybe,
I don't
but
know.
Hopefully.
I if I'm the Stingrays, I think you kind of have to give him a chance. Because he is the
Yeah.
I think, based on what I've seen, he is the best player available.
Mhm.
But onto the other side, the Sharks. I'm just gonna say it. So
Luna was
J-
right. The whole
JPEG going into the season was the projected, with current MMR, the number 1 ranked player in the league in that division. He did not play good. Like, I think that's being kind. He did not play like a round 1 at all. Not even close. Like, I was expecting to see levels of Dogs or Solo or even Silver at that point. But he played like a middle of the pack second rounder. Like it was they can't win like that. It was a 2v2. Paul, I think, did his thing. I think Paul did his job. But
Alright.
he did all right. But JPEG just didn't have it.
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
They need to get Not back in this. They need to get Not
So-
back in
Thank you.
team. They need to
Thank
get.
you.
They need to get him back. They,
Then someone's got to convince them to rejoin, because like
That's
He's-
JPEG.
I
there's
do
still-
have insider. I have insider. Not is willing to join a team. It sounds like. It does sound like Not was kind of confused why they dropped him, and that leads me to believe that maybe they're willing to join a team.
it just seems so. I don't know. I mean, haven't
Yeah.
gotten around to asking, but maybe I should. But I think both these teams have huge decisions to make for the future of their season.
If
Yeah.
Not gets on this team, it's a scary team, because Not
But
is good.
but in my eyes, it's not. It's in my eyes, it's not though, because if JPEG doesn't play like a round 1 player, what are they gonna do? They're screwed.
JPEG will do better. JPEG will do better.
I gotta see
Okay.
more from JPEG to get any hope at all for that team.
Yeah, I will say, I feel like when it comes to like these high round players, especially in lower divisions, it's usually because of the fact that they need some sort of supporting cast. Like Dogs, Solo, and Silver, they are exceptions because they just do mechanical plays and that's their whole shtick. But like somebody like Fireheel, for example, he is a really good player. He just needs a good supporting cast, and then he thrives. That's why I think he did so well with Justin, because he's mechanical and a good supporting player. It's like bread and butter.
Yeah. I mean, now we go to the first of 3 Game 5s. Trident's Clouds. This is where things get weird, because the Clouds put it to 5, but I don't think the Clouds played good at all. Like I don't. Hunt looked off. Blazer looked even more off. And I think Hez did his thing, but he's a 3rd rounder. What are you expecting? I think Hez actually overperformed more than Hunt and Blazer did in that series.
For his round or in general?
For his round.
Okay.
Like for his
They also
round, I
played
think
the-
he played the
they played-
best on the Clouds.
They played the Tridents, which is a decent team.
But then on the other side, the Tridents didn't play good either. I don't think. Solo
Yeah, no, they-
Solo got bottom of the leaderboard one game.
yeah, I did
Like,
see
what's
that.
that?
I did see that.
Jerry got MVP, but like again, someone pointed it out. 4 goals for the MVP in a 5-game series.
To be fair, though, it was the right choice.
I agree with you. It was the right choice. But
11
That's-
saves, though.
yeah, but that's 4 goals for the MVP. I don't.
It was a
this
very
is where it gets
low-scoring
hard
series.
because I don't. When I did my power rankings, this is what I was thinking of. I was thinking the Trident should be a higher ranked team based on their roster, but I just watched them play last week and they didn't look good at all. Same with the Clouds. Same with the Bolts. Same with the Cyclones. The teams didn't look right. So it's hard for me to put them as high as they should be going. That's why it's tough.
We'll get to the power rankings because, yeah, no, that's awful, but,
Yeah. Then next up, holy crap. Bolts
The
Kraken.
game.
Holy crap, what a series.
yeah.
It shouldn't have been a series. It not only was a series, but the Kraken won. It's just wild. So, we're going to start with the losing team first. The Bolts.
Yeah.
I think this series showed how vulnerable they are. Because
Yeah.
if anyone's a basketball fan, it's like the Celtics this season. They live and die by the 3. They live and die by Gummy
The
getting
demo.
demos. If Gummy doesn't get enough demos, they're gonna lose. And Gummy has, before this season, played 16 total casual games. And if he's just driving around trying to bump people and the Kraken were fully ready for it, and they were dodging it pretty well. He didn't get that many demos this week.
21.
Only one?
21.
Wait, what?
Oh, 20. He got 21 demos this week?
He had 21 demos this week.
Okay. It was in a 5-game series, so the average was a lot lower, I guess.
Yeah,
But
that was like 4.
Still a little over 4, but yeah.
and a lot of them were on Theo. Sorry, Theo. Sorry, Theo. I just remember constantly seeing you get demoed. But if they can't get that going, then again, like I've been saying, it's a 2v3 for the Bolts. And it, no matter how good you are, it is hard to win a 2v3.
Can I? I'd like to say, or I'll wait till we get to the Kraken side of things. I'll wait
We're about to get to, unless someone else has another point about the Bolts.
I would like to say that Hi and Luna were off.
Oh, they
They
were
were-
unbelievably off.
Their
Luna was
chemistry is
like,
normally better.
Luna, I'm sorry, dude, but you were unbelievably off that week. I don't know what I was. That didn't look like you. That looked like someone else took the controller. Because I know how good you could play. That was not it. I waited too long to play. Rip. 9 p.m. It's late. I actually play better when it's late. Is that just me?
Nah.
I do too. Well, I do too normally. Not this week because we're about to get to later, but.
Yeah. There's factors for sure. But now to the other side, Kraken. You know what? Applause. I give my applause to the Kraken.
Just
They deserve it. Silver, once again, getting his teammates involved. That is what I said 2 weeks ago they needed to do. They're doing it more. And Theo and Brainiac are shining. Theo, I don't think, had his best week. I'll just say that. He played fine. He did his job, I think. But he didn't play like he did the first 2 weeks. But
You know who did have a good
Brainiac.
game? Yeah.
Brainiac. Borderline MVP performance. He got 2 clutch
the
goals.
redemption
I think it was in
arc
game
is
4.
crazy.
If it wasn't for Silver's 12 goals and 3,000 points.
Oh, agreed, which is why he deserved MVP, but Brainiac was a very close second. Because for his performance, he way over improved. Like, for a 3rd rounder, he way up there. And you'll see that in my power rankings. I'll give a huge shout out to him. But Brainiac played so much better. They got him more involved, and that's why they won. They knew the Bolt strategy, they countered it, and they just tried to hold on for dear life, and they did. They got to Game 5, and Game 5 jitters are very much a thing, and you could clearly see it, and the Kraken were ready.
What I'd like to say is that I feel like it's going to be like this all season for the Kraken. Because I could tell you, in my opinion, Silver is a very inconsistent player, and I
Agreed.
feel like they're going to pull these
Oh,
games
that's just a
off
fact.
out of nowhere.
That is a fact.
I'm sorry to say, yeah, no.
Bass, me
It's
and
not
Nate,
gonna- it's not
me
gonna
and
be
Nate know that
consistent.
more than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the other league with him, but yeah.
Not as long
yeah.
as we were.
Not as long. Not as long. Not as long.
This guy.
But very inconsistent player. It will be like this, where all of a sudden he'll pop off like some god that should not be in this division. But at other times you'll see more like the last couple weeks of Silver.
True. Very
The
true.
fish flopping technique needs to be studied.
Facts. But on to the final game, Monsoon Cyclones. Monsoon, impressive. It really is that they brought the Cyclones to 5. I thought it was a sweep, no doubt.
They played good too. It wasn't only that we sucked.
You don't
They
get to
also
talk,
played
Bass.
good.
Fire and Justin. Fire and Justin. That's a good duo, shockingly. As a temporary replacement for Krills until he gets back. That's a scary one, too. But then, to the issue of the team. I'm sorry, Alan. It's just not working. I think Fire's got to make a move for Alan. I think it's time. I don't know if it's the Monsoon themselves telling Allen to stay in net, or if he's just willingly staying in net because he doesn't want to go out. But either way, it's messing them up because once again, it becomes a 2v3. And a great guy, but he's not doing anything defensively to make it worth it him staying there. In my eyes.
Not you, Alan, it's me.
Anything about the Monsoon guys? Anything?
They played very well.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, I definitely agree with the take that Fire Heel needs to make some sort of move because
I think Justin.
yeah, I feel like the sitting in net is a choice that was made by Allen, especially with the interview that was going on with Fire.
Yeah.
Allen had 4 fucking points one game. Yes, that in fact happened.
That did happen.
Um,
But now, Cyclones, they looked beatable that series. Like,
We were not.
obviously it
not
went
bad.
5, but they didn't look like the first 2 weeks. It looked like, yeah, they're just gonna win every single game. It's gonna be a cakewalk for them. But they showed that they're human. Dogs definitely didn't play as good as normal. Bass, I think of the 3 for your round, you played the closest to your round.
Really?
Dino, I'm sorry, Dino, you did not play good.
yeah.
That was not your week. I know
You wanna know
there
what it
was
was?
some tired factors involved for sure, but it's still like it wasn't the best. Why'd you tell
See-
my teammate to shut up? You deserve it. Okay?
I deserve this a little
Deserve.
but
Nope.
I
it's
would
the
like
right
to
word.
say it was me and Dino. Mostly, I will take accountability. It was mostly me. I double committed quite a bit. That's why I was a little hesitant when you said I played closest to my rank. I felt like I personally made a lot of mistakes in rotation, and I think Dogs just wasn't feeling himself. It was pretty late, and I think he's more of an earlier player, like time-wise, plays earlier and plays better earlier. I think that I'm pretty happy with the fact that we won despite all 3 of us playing way below how we normally have been.
yeah.
It's just my question now is it doesn't change my power rankings. I'll just spoil that. It doesn't change where I put you. But the question is this gonna continue to happen? Because this could happen in a playoff game, and you could not have your best stuff, and that's all it takes.
Yeah, no.
We'll be
literally
locked
just
in
one
playoffs.
game.
So you guys looked really human, and you all happened to have your bad night at the same time. I mean, you still
Yeah,
won
we all did.
against a team that is rebuilding for sure. They need to get Curls back. They need to replace Allen. But you don't think they need Curls?
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Justin might stay on that team over Krill.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be a tough choice for Fire for sure, because Krills
I-
definitely has the potential, but if you drop Krills, he's going to get picked up immediately. Like,
Yeah, but my thought process is the fact that Fire Heel already has so much chem with Justin that I'm sitting here like it might just be the better choice to stick with the chem than having a guy who has been out 3 weeks in a row. You know what I mean?
yeah, I get that.
I would like to say in this game, in the matchup side of things, I feel like I was the weak point personally, and I felt like because that's building off of the Justin thing. I think Justin is so good for a round 2. I couldn't compete as a round 2. It was a tough one for me.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what Striker is talking about because like Dogs is the only. Don't get me wrong, Dogs definitely didn't play his best, but Dogs is also the only reason why they was staying.
I'm saying for what round you are. Dogs played a lot lower than his round in my eyes. Even though he had 10
I don't know
games.
about that. For himself, yes.
He
but
played
for
a
his
2v3.
round-
I'm sorry. It was a 2v3. Allen just sat in net and didn't do anything in net. It was a 2v3. Dog should have balled out.
But, like...
Fire was fast.
I love Fire, but
fast.
Dogs is better. He should be better. It was to the point where I was wondering if I should put Fire over Dogs, and then I went back to the real world and put Dogs one.
Thank you.
But-
thank you.
but
thank you for going back to Earth.
It was he looked so off that I almost considered it.
I don't know, man. He was the reason why the Cyclones won, especially in that last game. Like,
Well, in my eyes, in the Pelagic division, the first rounder is going to win you the game. It's the team that's going to win the whole thing is which supporting cast behind it is the best. Which is, once again, why I'm still saying that the Cyclones are one. That was the worst rock I've ever played. Dog.
This was stated multiple times during the game.
That was the worst rock. I've never heard someone say the worst rock I've ever played. You're great, dogs. You're great.
I still think it's something to be said though, that all three of us played so below how we played, all three at all three levels, and we still end up winning against, in my opinion, one of the better teams in the division.
We'll get to that later, but you are unbelievably wrong. Any final things about the Pelagic division, which took a very long time. We had to say all these things, but we'll move it along now.
hooray.
I think we're good.
Before we do, let's make sure there weren't any free agent signings. I don't think there was a lot of free agent signings in the Pelagic. There was none. Wow. No Pelagic division signings.
Well,
So, yeah,
that'll
interesting.
take some time.
I think there should be next week, but
There should be.
yeah. But
If
on-
there's not, I'm gonna throw, like, several things out my window.
On to the standings. There is a two-way tie for undefeated between the Tide and the Waves. Two 2-1 teams, Surge and Orcas. And then we got two of each. 1 and 2 are the Abyss and the Reef. And then the Fangs and the Tempest both sitting 0 and 3. Any stats that stand out to you here? Because I have one. The Fangs, once again, 71% on defense. Holy crap. They have
Even with
64
Aerox.
saves.
Dude, like, it's kind of diabolical.
64?
And they do not shoot
4.9
well.
per game is
Very
The
much
Waves are
defense.
kind of skewed because they've had a lot of 2v2s this season. But the
yeah.
Fangs have had pretty much 3v3s. And 5 saves a game? It's pretty wild. And then the Tide of 110 shots.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out.
That's something.
I love that statistic, brother. 10 shots per game.
Yeah, that's something right there. And also the Surge are a pretty
Oh.
accurate team. So that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
But any
Yeah.
final things before we go to the Pelagic standings?
Alright, let's do it.
I think we're good.
So the Cyclones are the only team at 3-0, and then we got 4 teams at 2-1. The Bolts, the Stingrays, the Tridents, and the Kraken all sitting 2-1. Never
Three
in my
which are
million
tied.
years would I think the Kraken are the same record as these 3 teams above me. But then the Clouds sit alone at 1 and 2, and then the Monsoon and the Sharks are both 0 and 3. Probably an easy stat to point out: 61 demos from the Bolts. Still,
Hooray!
With less
second
games
place
than
is the
everyone
Kraken
else.
with 26. Almost
With
8
how
demos.
many? Look at games played too. Look at games played too.
8 games played.
Like, 7 point was at 63 demos per game. Christ.
And yeah, the Monsoon at 75% defensively.
Oh my god! How did that even happen?
It's because they're 66% on the ground because
Oh,
Justin's the only one who jumps.
wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm actually stupid. Allen stays on the defensive half 100% of the game. Of course they're gonna have a high defense stat. Like,
Yep.
that should be obvious.
They gotta change. And then, I mean, Cyclones at plus 23 still is pretty absurd.
I was gonna say.
And then, flipping the scripts, Sharks. Ooh. Minus 36.
I
Yeah,
hope
not
they
in
are
there.
planning on winning
Not.
off of or getting to playoffs based on their record because yikes.
Yep.
They need
That's-
not. They need not. I'm telling you, that's gonna
They
change.
need anything. Minus 36 is an achievement. Dude's trying to play golf right now. Holy crap. That's wild. But, any final things on these standings before we just talk about a couple individual stats real quick?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I mean, Shadow. Shadow at the top. 71% accuracy.
Oh,
14 shots? Not bad.
So this was a 2v2, keep in mind. It was
Yeah.
also 2 games, but he
Yeah.
still averaged 875 in a 2s match.
it was stupid.
that's crazy.
That's still impressive. Either way. But, once again, Fang's players being at the top in saves, that makes sense. Does Pickle have the most? That's Violence, of course he does. Yeah, Violence has the second most demos behind. Is this Inverted has the most demos?
What?
Inverted.
Oh, interesting.
Wow. Well, Inverted, then
I-
Violence. Violence makes sense. I know him.
Huh.
It makes sense.
I didn't feel that many demos during that game. That's interesting.
But anyone
Maury.
else have a stat that you want to point out?
Maury's very good for being a third rounder.
Agreed. He is up there. He's literally next to Yazoo.
And Green.
Yeah. Well, Green hasn't been here for a week.
That's still 7 games.
You know who else is
This
there?
for average.
Nate.
Average score. Yeah, we'll talk
I
about
don't care.
We'll talk
I don't care.
I'll have to
I
talk
don't
about it
care.
later. I'll talk about it later.
Guess who we haven't faced yet?
The Tempest.
So.
But any final things before we go to the pelagic stats real quick?
Ready?
Alright, 47 demos.
That
Still a lot.
number
It's-
is gonna get to 100 so fucking fast, dude.
Yeah. And then, but here's the problem of the method, though. He's averaging 45 points.
I mean, yeah, but
He's not doing enough with the actual game to make it not feel like a 2v3 for Luna and Hi-Hi.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
At
shit,
times.
if demos gave you points, yeah.
Yeah,
he's
he'd be
got
up
it
there.
already.
Yeah, he's above dogs, if that's the case. I'm not kidding, because demos were like 50 points.
Oh my god.
But, what stands out? There's a lot of pretty even stats. I mean, Silver's shot totals are ridiculous.
Stingrays could be very good.
Cloud and Grizz. Are they both? Yeah. Assists per game,
yeah.
they are top 1 and 2 in assists per game with each other. That is...
Tied with who?
No, they're 1 and 2. They're number 1, number 2
Oh,
in
but
assists per game.
well, technically they're tied for 2.
I'm saying assists per game, not
Two.
actual total
Yeah,
assists.
for assist. Oh, I thought you were looking at total.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, tied with you. I know you want to get your name thrown in there, but
I'm not very
But-
much. Oh,
but
I've
also
been-
something. Dogs 9 MVPs.
9
He's
Alright.
gotten MVP in every game. I mean, that's
Up there
around
with
one
who?
player doing their thing.
Who's second though? Who's second?
7.
There we go.
Silver. Wait, Solo
Silver.
has 2 MVPs in 11
Yeah,
games played.
yeah. I looked at that.
Aren't
It
they
is
2 and
right. Yeah, they are.
Jerry has 3. Huh.
Yeah,
Huh.
this is how it's going.
And Anakit even got MVP a game? Oh my god.
Anakit got one.
I don't know.
In my eyes, Solo gotta pick it up. We gotta see about
that.
With
Or
Solo.
his supporting cast is just
Well,
kind of kicking, but I don't know.
At the same time, average score is different.
Yeah, but it's not getting him MVP though, and I feel like a first round player in this division, if you're gonna go far, your first round player needs to step up. And I mean, Dogs is showing it. That's why they're 3-0.
Oh, wait. I just remembered what could be the reason. He had that 2v3 with Monsoon. Or not 2v3, the sub rotations.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's also
right.
there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did have a 2v3. Back up my take then.
Still, it's
Back it
still.
up. Back.
It's still.
No, it's not still. I'm backing it up. It's fine. But any final things we want to talk about here?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Jerry?
On to... Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say Jerry, like on the other hand, with 3 MVPs. That just is impressive.
For the
It
second
is.
round,
And then,
yeah.
And Justin is playing very good. Justin is up there.
Agreed.
That's all I have to say though.
But on to the power rankings. Benthic is actually going to be, I think, pretty easy.
Yeah.
There's a couple things to talk about for sure, but not too bad. So I have the Waves at 1, and the only reason I have the Waves at 1 is because I went roster for roster. I broke down these two teams, and in my eyes, Chicken, yes, is better than Husro. But I think Infrared is better than Jake, and I think Luke is better than Nate, which is why I think it's going to be a very fun series to watch. I think it's going 5, and I want it to go 5, but I do think the Waves would win right now. But then the Tide obviously are still balling out as well, so it's going to be very close between those two teams. Orca's at 3. They bounced back big time after my mistake with the trade. They bounced back big. They're my team now. They've been my team all season, so I gotta keep backing them. Surge at 4. They looked pretty good. It was a fluky match in a way against the Reef, but I still saw some bright spots. Shadow looked good. Soklabot could stay on this team, and I'd be fine with it. Dylan did his thing, so I'm happy with how that team looks. Fangs at 5, they've got potential. They could go higher. I still need to see what Arox can do with his full team. Arox, Toxic, and NVM is a great team. It's just can Toxic play. That's what it comes down to. Reef at 6. Again, kind of a fluky week. I'm not hitting the panic button on them yet. It's whether they need to either get slow back or they need to wait for Shadow to get dropped and pick him up immediately. One of the two. Abyss at 7. This is going to be one of the debates we're going to have after everyone goes through their power rankings. But I still haven't seen anything to convince me otherwise that this team is in bottom 2. I haven't seen it. I'm just not there yet. And then Tempest, I feel bad. But that's all I got.
All right. I put the Tide at 1, Waves at 2. I think I agree with Striker. It's whatever you want to put it as. The Tide and the Waves are right there, fighting back and forth, 1A, 1B. After that, because they have a good team. After that, I put the Surge, because kind of like Striker, this is my team that I've been trying to stick with. Because this is my old team, and I just think that they did so well with their roster. I don't think they're right. I think there's a big gap between Waves and Tide and everyone else. But I think Surge is the best of the rest, I guess you could say. Reef, I believe in the Reef. I believe that, like, they just haven't had, like, I think you can kind of chalk this last game up to just not having the team there. And one of your players is lagging, and just, you're playing the Waves. I think it was.
No.
No,
Those the Surge.
no. Surge. Thank you. But yeah, still, Surge, another great team, and it was just a mismatch. I think you can kind of chalk this up. Orcas, I think they're good. I think like Surge, Reef, and Orcas are right there. I think they're like the next order, I guess you could say, the next group. And then you got the Abyss, Fangs, and Tempest, which I don't believe in any of them. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about them.
Alright. I shall start off with Titan Waves. We are just clear number 1s and 2s at the moment. It is a complete toss-up, and kind of like what Bass was saying, doesn't really matter what you rank us until we actually face our match. So, it's really just up in the air. Now, for the rest of my list, I want to say this. Reef originally was my bridge between us two at the top and everybody else. Now it's kind of just a huge toss-up. So I'll start off with the Abyss. They are a really good team when it's on EU. If it's on NA servers, they lack the confidence to like play the game properly. But it is actually because of that reason that I put them above the Orcas, in my opinion. Because as a team on that EU, I feel like they are going to do much better than them. And considering they're kind of like the two teams that are the middle ground sort of area for me, I just kind of put them in that order. Surge, I love the improvements that they have been putting on. I have to see a little bit more from them before I can rank them higher. But they can definitely prove me wrong and be put above Orcas and Abyss, depending on how they play. Especially since they're going to be getting Green back and Shadow out. That's going to be really interesting. Reef might have to rebuild. And if they have to rebuild, then they have to be lower. I'm sorry. I don't know how to feel about this team now if Slow is not responding literally at all for an entire week. Like, not even an attempt of contact is really concerning. Because I feel like Slow and Zay were a top tier fucking duo, and them being separated is going to hurt. Fangs, I still need to see them win a game. I'm not too big on Arox stocks at the moment. I'm gonna be really curious to see if, when Toxic comes back, if they're gonna be a better team, because the supporting cast can really, like, influence how good the number 1 can play, so I'm not fully sure yet. And then Tempest, they're 0-3 for a reason. I don't know, man.
So, okay, so I think there's two teams to talk about, the Abyss and the Fangs. We'll start with the Abyss. I don't know what you're seeing with the Abyss at 3. I'm gonna just be straight up. I don't see it at all. That Adam is a good player. He is good for a round 1. He is not rising to his row chicken levels, but he's not at the bottom levels. I can't even think of a player to put as an example. But Inverted is okay as well. I feel like all three players are just middle of the pack, and they rely so heavily on EU servers that they can't go any higher than 7th for me.
Well, that's just the thing, right? Because they have to play on EU servers half the time.
Not necessarily.
No matter the matchup. Orcas, they are going to be EU the entire time. Surge, I don't think there's any EU, so it's going to be half. Reef, going to be half. And even then, I still see them competing with Surge and Reef half of those games.
Well, Nate,
that's why I think
in case you don't know the rule, if there is a Central or a West player, no matter what, it's defaulting to East.
That is also a difference. I completely forgot about that, I'm not gonna lie. But still, because of the fact that a lot of us are in East, I feel like that wouldn't matter nearly as much. But yeah, no, back to what I was saying. I definitely agree that Orcas, Surge, and Reef, all of them can easily overtake. But they just, it really depends on the server matchup.
Sinks is here saying Fangs with Toxic is a top 5 team. I fully agree. It's the problem. We're just going to switch the Fangs now, I guess. The problem with the Fangs is their third. The sub they got was Flare, who is an EU player lagging. Not only would have been lagging on NA, he would have been lagging on EU, so it's even worse. They had that as their third. So, of course, they were always on defense, and Arox couldn't show what he could do. If they get Toxic back, they don't have to worry about that anymore. Or if they even just signed Lion instead. I think this is a completely different story. Which is why they're not a 7.
The thing about the Fangs that, like, I'm still very iffy on is when I do my power rankings, I do take standings into account in, like, the chances of you making playoffs and doing good in playoffs, because I don't really care nearly as much for the regular season. Playoffs is the only thing that really has an impact on how you did in the season.
I do it based off projected what at the end of the season what the standings are going to look like, and I think the Fangs are going to go above the Abyss.
We have Sinks! Oh, this is legendary.
What is Sinks coming here to say?
I'm here for 1 second. All I'm going to say, Nate, Abyss in the top 3, you're insane.
Thank you, Sinks. W Sinks.
Sinks.
What do you think about the
I don't
Kraken?
like you. Nate, I don't like you.
Right?
I don't like you as a person at all.
What do you think about the Kraken?
I am
pretty good.
going to...
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. I love you, Sinks.
My God.
But
Top 3 is
let me make
unbelievable.
this clear,
I joined.
right?
No. Okay. I'm on vacation right now. I joined for 1 second. I see Abyss in the top 3. I barricade myself in my room, hop on the call, and I have to call you after this. This is unbelievable work.
Sinks,
He'll be back in
I'm
Thank
making
you.
myself
He'll be back.
clear.
Sinks,
There
we'll
is
see you
a
in
top
10 minutes,
2,
bud.
and then there is a top 5. There is no top 3. I'm sorry.
We'll see you in like 5-10 minutes, Sinks, alright?
Oh my God. I don't like
You're about to see
Nate.
some
Nate,
things. You're gonna
Get
see
outta
something.
Nate, I don't like you.
You're
I don't
gonna
like it,
see
Nate.
my point when Abyss play.
How do we tell Sinks, bro?
If they're on EU, of course.
Oh my. All right.
Like,
I might be back later. I probably
You're gonna
won't
be
see you
back
guys.
later.
Nate, I'm not
I'll
going to
see
see
you.
you.
I'll
I
see you.
don't care about your opinion, Nate.
Motherfucker.
I don't
I'll see
care
you
about your
later.
opinion. I'm not.
Facing this
All right, see you
team,
later.
right? As the motherfucker that was actively facing this team, they were fucking scary on EU. I want to get that straight in all y'all's heads. The Abyss are fucking terrifying on EU. Sometimes I'm sitting back in that, I see Adam up, and I'm thinking, I'm like shitting in my pants. Unironically. I will 100% say that.
Yeah, and what do
I'm
they think against
keeping my
East players? What do they think? They think the exact same thing against East players. And it's going to be East more, especially with
Against
Central
Orcas?
and
No,
West.
I feel so fine against Orcas. I honestly kind of feel fine playing against Waves when we were scrimming them. But, like, Abyss actually put fear in my eyes when I saw Adam up.
You're absolutely delusional, and your recency bias is showing. That's
Hell
a bad.
If you
take.
think this is recency bias, we screamed Orcas and Waves on the same week, dog.
They are better than the Abyss. I don't care what the results of the scrims were. I genuinely don't. When it comes to a best of 5 game, when you're
Well,
getting
then I'll
streamed,
say it.
lights are brightest.
Orcas got a
The
fairy
Abyss
tale
will
game
fold.
facing against Tempest immediately after their pickup. Because Orcas, despite what the scoreline said with Tempest, I'll put love in my heart when I say this, they had a shot to somehow win that game. And that fucking scares me when it comes to Orcas. Because they were not doing that great. If it wasn't for the fact that Meep was having an off day, they had a shot to take that to game fucking 5, bro. And we could have had another upset this week.
I don't. I could see being down on the Orcas. I can't see being high on the Abyss.
They are a scary fucking team.
They're not.
And when
They're
they play
not a
against
scary
Surge
team.
with potentially EU servers, they're
Dinos.
going to fucking play, and they are going to fucking ball.
Yo, Dino, if you got 100 subs to throw around, why not, dude?
Oh, that's a lot.
Give us another
I went to check. That's a lot.
Hey, just saying, if you do that, that's the prize fund and more. I'm getting borrow premium, dude. I'm doing it. Just saying. Just want to get Ken Striker. I'm just pissed, Dino. I'm pissed at these takes, and then I'm pissed for what's coming next because I'm on a freaking.
This is gonna be possibly more ugly. I don't think we're gonna really be as mad at each other as we were
I'm
with
gonna
Bendik,
be
but,
stressed.
like...
I'm gonna be actively stressed because I don't know. Any final things with the team power rankings? Yeah, Sync's about to join call in less than 5 minutes when we switch scenes here.
Sick.
Countdown.
Here we go. Whew.
There's a team. There's a
A
team.
lot of funny colors.
So now, yeah, I need everyone to have a seat, okay, as I go through my ranks here, right? So,
Yeah, okay, I'm sitting
so
down. Hold on.
before I even start, once again, I spent 15 minutes sitting, looking at the list of teams, and hating my life because ranked 2 through 7 could genuinely go anywhere. Anywhere. Cyclones, I think, are the clear one, even though they borderline struggled. They borderline weren't a top team last week. Then Tridents at 2, they didn't look good either. Jerry was their best player. Somehow. I don't know how. Jerry was their best player. Solo's got to bounce back next week. Bolts just lost in the worst freaking way imaginable to the worst possible team imaginable, the Kraken. So, I can't believe I have them at 3, but here we are, right? And then Kraken 4, just because I have to put them right below them because they just beat the Bolts, even though I disagree with it. I disagree with the Kraken being 4. I don't think they're 4, but they are. And then
They're playing like it.
but Stingrays.
It's weird.
So Stingrays 5, because Cloud and Grizz are a great duo, but they don't have a freaking third player yet. So how can I put them higher than the Kraken or the Bolts? How? I can't. Monsoon, Fire looks good. They played good against the Cyclones, took it to 5, but I can't put them above anyone else because they're 0-3. And then the Clouds, which is probably my biggest take, having them be the bottom of those 6 teams. I'm just down on Hunt. He didn't look good last week. I don't think he looked good a couple weeks before. He's just got to show something to me. He needs to step up as that round 1 player, and he hasn't yet. And then the easiest decision of the night, Sharks at 8. I'm sorry. But JPEG joined the team, and I had some hope in them. And then it immediately shattered after watching that series.
Yeah.
I'm done. I hate this list. Bass, you're up.
I'm
Thanks,
halfway
first,
convinced
thanks,
you just
thanks,
wanted
thanks.
to make a rainbow. Like,
At this point, I don't know, dude. I might have. Bass, go ahead.
all you needed to do was swip the Monsoon Stingrays. That's all.
Things, do you have something to say, or are you waiting till after? Nah, he's just gonna say
He's
it.
just gonna
Alright.
hear you out.
All right, he's just gonna. All right.
You wanted live.
He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait.
Hear him out real quick. Hold on.
Hey, Cyclones at 1. I think that's obvious. I mean, the point diff is just there. I don't think I have to talk more about it.
This dude's
I
got
talk about it
Monsoon
every
at 2, bro.
Monsoon!
At 2!
They terrify me! Dustin
They're all
terrifies
three!
me! Fire terrifies me! That duo
I was
is
incorrect.
so
We might be
scary!
more mad in this.
They are 0-3.
But they shouldn't be! If they played anyone except for us, they probably win! They probably dominate!
Cool, bro. They're 1-2, and they're the 5th seed. Yeah, great, man.
But then I think they were the first team that had me concerned. This entire season, you guys were all high on Tridents.
Because
Tridents
you
are
all
the second
sucked.
best
I'm
team
sorry.
in the league.
You guys played bad.
Tridents, they're the second best team in the league. We wiped them off the floor. We wiped them out. We took them out. They are gone. The Tridents are no longer there. But Monsoon comes in
you sucked!
and plays
You played
like
the
God.
worst you've ever played against an
Do you wanna
0-2
know-
team, and
Okay,
they took you 5.
I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm not gonna lie with you, Bass. If you played the way that you did against Tridents, y'all probably would have lost. Like,
Yeah, you guys
Jerry!
lose in 4. You guys lose in 4 if
Jerry!
you play like you did against the Tridents.
Or not
Tridents
Jerry.
this week, even.
Not Jerry. I meant to say Justin. Justin is the first number 2 to actually make me make me scared to go up for the
I'm
ball.
hard tilted. I'm tilted.
Stingrays, just a good team. The Stingrays are just a good team. They're up there as they're a team that would probably be up there with us if we play like that again. Tridents, they're good. I think there's a good gap between Stingrays and Tridents. The top
A
3
good
is
gap?
great.
Oh hell no! What?
Monsoon, Stingrays, and Cyclones are gonna be competing this year.
You did not just say there's a gap
Alright,
between
Kraken.
the Stingrays and the Tridents. They
Kraken.
are the same
Which-
record.
which take is more crazy? Please tell me.
That one. I'm even more
Kraken.
pissed.
Thank you.
I'm even more pissed.
Kraken's next. Kraken, I don't know what to think about you. You're very good one week. You kind of scare me other weeks. It's kind of back and forth. You had a very good week. If you can continue to do this, I think you take over Tridents easily. If you could play like that again. If you can play like that again, Kraken,
Get this guy off the mic, bro.
You're passing
this-
Tridents
Get
easy.
this. Get the mic
I
off
wanna
of this
see it.
dude.
Yes.
Brainiac.
I will not let you talk good about the Kraken for
Get-
1
Get
second.
this dude off the
I'll
mic,
never let
bro.
anybody.
He's
You know,
done.
you know how angry I am at the Kraken for that week 1 shit show, okay? It was the worst 3, however many games it took for whatever,
I don't know what
Rocket
I
League
watched
Rocket
it.
League
I
I've
was
ever
there.
seen in my entire
I was
life.
there.
It was horrible. Yeah,
I was there.
you were there, okay? So
I
you
was
should
there.
know that you should never put Kraken in the conversation.
That's
at
why
all
I
with
said they're
Tridents.
inconsistent. But this
What,
week,
what do you
if
mean
you
the
watch,
Tridents are not a
if
They're
top
not
you
in the
watch-
same breath, bro.
I bet.
They're
I don't
not.
want to hear it. No.
this week,
Also,
it was crazy.
I don't remember. I think it was Dino told me to look in the results,
I literally have the ice show.
and the Kraken beat the Bolts. Are
Yup.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
What happened
Yeah.
when I was gone? The Kraken beat the
Watch
Silver
the Saturday
happened.
streams.
Silver
Watch the
happened.
Saturday streams.
Silver turned to
Alright,
an absolute god.
I'm not gonna take time out of my day to go back and watch the Kraken. Okay, I'm never
It
gonna
was
do
probably
that.
the
Like
best series
God.
of the season. I'm not even kidding.
No, I won't let it happen. Okay,
Silver.
it's not. No, it can't.
Can I
Silver.
get to...
No, Nate. All right, the Kraken
Yeah.
are horrible. I will never let them be good in my mind. I might put them below Sharks when I come back next week, just because I hate them so much. I love Brainiac. I think he's a great guy. Silver can go fall off a cliff. Okay, he can go wherever he wants. He can do whatever he wants as long as it's not anywhere near me. Okay. Also, beating the Bolts, they have no reason to beat the Bolts. I think Luna and Hi just completely shat themselves. There's no way that Silver
Factual.
is good enough to beat the Bolts, like at all. Even with the help of
I
Brainiac,
think
who I
he
think is,
played well,
I love
but-
Brainiac. I think he's a great guy. I don't care. I can't stand it.
You're gonna hate my player rankings.
Oh yeah, you're gonna join
last
back.
thing I'll
with the
say.
rankings.
Last thing I'll say, the very last thing, and then I'm done. Kraken, I debated on putting you top 3. That's the end.
Oh hell
my
no,
God.
no. Absolutely not. No. I just walked away.
I had him there.
No,
I had him there.
no,
I had
no.
him there.
No,
I had him there.
Get
I
out.
had him.
I'm skipping your bottom 3 because I don't want to hear what you have to think about the Bolts. Because just move on. Just move on, bro. You're done.
Yeah, you know what, Bess? You know what? I don't care what you think about the Kraken.
Your list
at all.
is
Having
invalid,
Bolts
bro.
in your
Like-
bottom 2, having Bolts at number 7 out of 8. I think they beat 5 out of the 8
I'm
teams.
glad the aggression has shifted away from me. Okay.
Oh,
Your turn, Nate. Your turn, Nate.
Okay.
Yeah, just skip the rest of yours, please.
I'll try.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, I'm leaving. I can't. I'm leaving this.
Thank God.
so,
6.
So I'm going to try and get this very peacefully and very non-aggressive. So I'll start off with the Cyclones. The gap between 1 and 2 has definitely shrinked. If they are going to keep having these off days, then it's going to be really concerning, and I could see a team overtaking them. That is a genuine possibility.
Agreed.
Tridents, I don't know how to feel, because from what I saw in game, it looked like they were having some internal conflicts. But right now, I'm kind of just like, okay, they're doing stuff. I fuck with it. They're winning games. It's okay. It's fine.
Yep.
Clouds, it's probably gonna be my hottest take. I feel like Hunt is a really, really good player. So, I know he probably had an off week, and you probably noted that 500 times, but I still think that he could play and compete with the rest of the teams that are below. Because I don't know how to feel about the teams rest of the below. I think I put this as logically as possible.
I prefer
and
this
another
take
thing
to
to
any
note,
of Bass's takes he made. So keep going.
another thing to note about the Clouds is that they really were competing with Tridents. So I thought in my head, oh, since this is the number 2 team, Clouds can, and the gap is there, so you know what, I'll take it. I'll put them there and see how things go. I did not know the Stingrays were missing an entire fucking player. That probably would have changed things in my rankings, but it's fine. This is the basis that Toes was here. Stingrays, they have a good burst, too. They have a really good just third in general. Well, had a really good third in general. So I felt like they were middle of the pack. Same with Clouds. They kind of were able to flip-flop any sort of day to me. Kraken, they had a really good game. I'm not gonna lie. They played really well, so I put them higher above the Bolts because, logically speaking, they beat the Bolts. So I thought that was fair. For the Bolts, Gummy's kind of starting to become not it now that people know that he's demoed heavy. Once you take Gummy out of the game and all of his problems, then it basically becomes a 2v3, and from what it looks like from Hi and Luna, they started to struggle as soon as Gummy didn't get those demos. And that is a big concern to me. And finally with the Monsoon. I think this team has giant potential if they get a third. However, I have them this low because they're going into every single game as a 2v3. I considered putting them above Bolts, but I considered the 1-to-1 matchup, and I feel like the fact that Gummy can just keep slamming into fucking Allen and then the rest of the team, I feel like they still win against that matchup even with the addition of Fire. We already saw that last week when the Bolts faced the Monsoon, and that's exactly what happened. So I feel like my list is pretty logical. There are some flaws in it, I won't lie. I don't know how to feel about the Clouds. I don't know how to feel about the Stingrays. But that's my list.
So I am fine with your list. I don't like that the Clouds are 3. I don't think they are a number 3 top 3 team in the league, especially the way Hunt has been playing the last couple weeks. I think my take with the Bolts could be seen as off right now, based off you guys. But I think the Bolts have one shot because Luna and Hi, I know what they can do, even in the 2v3, technically. And if Gummy just keeps demoing like he is, like, they're gonna get chances. The Bolts had chances last week, but Luna and Hi played. I'm just saying it. Sorry, guys. Horrible. They played horrible for them.
Yeah,
I know what they can do. So that's why I have them 3, and I think it was just an off week for them. They bounce back next week, but if they don't, yeah, they're dropping. But
the reason why I feel like they did bad was because of the fact that they didn't have a proper third, and Gummy wasn't doing too much of his job. So that's why I felt that way. I felt like they had just too much pressure put onto them, and that's why. That's my take.
But I don't think there's going to be a way to convince you because you're you. But the Monsoon at number 2 as an 0-3 team needs to be studied by God himself.
They're a good. I said this last week. Last week I had them ranked 3.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you were wrong then, and you're still wrong because they're 0-3. Whether they played good or not, they are 0-3 and are not a top 3 team because they're 0-3.
Can I?
A team loses to the Prime Patriots, but makes it a close game. You think highly of them. That is the Cyclones.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
so
going to
you're
say
talking to yourself like you're God or something. You guys did not play good last week.
Dogses. Not. I didn't say anything about me.
To say this. If Monsoon made that last game closer, then I would have considered it. But, and this is a heavy but, I also think if the Monsoon flat out won that game, I would have put them number 1. I see where you're coming from. I see where the threat is. I'm just saying, as a general grand standpoint, the Monsoon need to fix something, and they need to do it fast. If they don't, they are going to suffer this season, and that's going to be evident.
The way I thought about it, we crushed the Tridents, we didn't crush the Monsoon. And if you guys are putting Tridents number 2...
Oh my god, this guy's delusional. You didn't play good last week, which is why it went 5.
Okay. You know,
you played good against the Tridents, which is why you swept.
I'm going to end this section by saying one more thing, because I forgot to say something about the Sharks. If they add Not back, they will probably improve. I honestly take that. I've been standing by like this entire time. They will improve quality-wise. I don't know if they're going to shift as much in the grand scheme of the power rankings, but they need not. Paul, I know we're saying that Paul is rusty, Paul is all this, but he's just not doing good. Let's put the facts straight.
Yeah.
They need a better second rounder.
Yeah, I love Paul too, but he's still trying to de-rust. He hasn't played in months. I do agree with that.
Like, that's something he can do on his spare time, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
We're not even done.
Oh god, we're not even on the player list, and I think it's gonna be even worse.
Oh, here we go.
Any final things you want to say before we talk about the Benthic Division players?
No.
Nope.
Oh, god. Okay, here we go. So I'm only gonna talk about really my standouts or my shoutouts. Number 1, Nate. Nate
Hello.
Balled out. Absolutely balled out.
I appreciate it.
And to be honest, after that, it's kind of hard to find players that like really stood out, but I put Luke here because I didn't want him to kill me, number 1. Number 2, I do think he deserves a shout out for that third role he is playing. So I think that's why I decided to put him on here. Maury is there because he is always a solid third for that team. He will probably always get a shout out because the way he plays. NVM looked a lot better than last week, and he definitely played better than Flair did. If they could get a third, again, I think they're very scary. And then Soklobot, I think, impressed. It was a 2v2. It was a tough matchup for the Reef, but I still think Soklobot impressed in the time he had.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yep.
All right. I actually don't have that many big takes here.
Oh, you don't have a lot of big takes, huh? Yeah.
Not yet. I'm saving them.
I see one big take.
You don't have any big takes? No, none at all. Okay. No, go ahead.
All right. Chicken 1, and then I think it's a 1A 1B between Hizro and Arox. I think I think they're around the same level. You know. Shadow played very good, and I even though it was a 2v2, I still think averaging 800 is very impressive.
I agree with that.
I don't know, Yellow?
Slow.
That's
Slow. Thank you. I still have Slow up there. I mean, I don't think they played this week. I think I'm correct there. But, yeah, very good in the time they do play. I keep Melody pretty high. Melody played pretty good. I don't know what one of us is thinking, but Melody is playing pretty good.
And
Adam?
you know what's crazy,
Why
Nate?
is
That
Liam still on
that
Office?
isn't the worst take on this list from the three of us. It's not the worst take. keep going.
What did I do?
Keep
All
going.
right, Adam. I do think Adam. I agreed with the statement earlier. I resonated with the fact that I forget who said it, but someone said that Adam is is doing a round 1 job,
That was me.
which is where I ranked them. I ranked them doing a round 1 job. 7th is doing your job as a round 1. Like, you're on there, you're on the top 8, but I mean, you're not like playing out of your mind. You're not Hizro, Chicken, A-Rock, Shadow, but you're playing your part. Dylan, that's not the bad part. Okay. Dylan played good. A very good 1-2 with Melody.
Mhm.
Greenspeed
Mhm.
is
I don't know.
a very solid one.
A little
Didn't
low,
play
but
this
I'm,
week.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not hating it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, 1 minute. Ooh. Ooh.
You told me you were gonna back this up right before we streamed.
Ugh. Nate.
I'm waiting for my glaze because I didn't even put myself that high.
Oh, it's in my throat. Oh, it hurts. Very good play. I gotta swallow my words from last week. I think me and Sinks alike. After that game you put up, the games you put up, the series you put up.
Okay, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the words that were stated last week. And we can see that Infrared, I feel like we all agreed. Very good
Okay,
spot.
now we pause.
Yeah,
Why am
now
I
we-
that high? Respectfully,
That's not-
what's that high?
That's
So
yeah.
I'm being kind here, you know.
Yeah.
Nate is sitting at Champ 1 Div 4. Okay.
But 7 assists and 7
7
saves.
assists. Oh, 7 assists. That's crazy, dude. Infrared is sitting at GC 1. So you're gonna sit here and tell me right now that Nate is
Rather Nate
playing
over
a better
Infrared?
season than Infrared, who is a
There is-
GC 1.
You know what? I will say one thing for you, Matt. I'm not saying it for you. You have a singular thing that you could potentially use. If you say it, good on you.
I mean, for one, I think the first thing I have to say is that Striker, you're literally the exact same but opposite. Like, you have them back to back, and then I also just have them back to
That's
back.
because I do a top 10, and then my bottom 5 are shout-out players.
He
That
did
is
say
why.
Yes.
That is always
Okay,
what my list
okay.
is. The top 10 is my top 10 in the league.
I think that we're only 3 weeks into the season, so at this point in the season, you do kind of have to take it week by week. And
Okay.
for this week, Nate played better than Infrared.
Okay.
Who won the MVP and who didn't for the week.
That is.
And it
the
is early in the
singular thing
season.
that I was going
you?
to say.
But you said this last week, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask you again.
yes,
Are you taking
yes,
this week
yes.
by week, or are you taking this by the season? Because you said season last week. Is it now week by week?
No, it's still season, but it's so early in the season that it almost feels week by week. It's only week 3. We're still getting into it. We're still figuring out things. Moves are gonna be made quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like if Nate can play as well as he did with Chicken on the
Yeah.
team, then it just looks better than Hizro and
Not better
Rod.
than
I'm
Infrared,
sorry.
respectfully,
I'm sorry.
But, yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, we don't have to talk about Infrared. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going?
What's
About what?
that take?
After Infrared.
Oh, yeah, Yazoo.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Oh god. You have Yazoo, who got MVP twice
Okay.
on the Orcas.
Do you wanna
and
know?
Is probably he was close to my top 10 in the league. He was like 11th or 12th. I took him off last second because I forgot to put Shadow on my
Yeah.
list. And you're
Are
telling
we
me
still
Nate
saying
is
above Nate?
better than that.
Yeah. I mean, right, it's the same thing where they're right there. Infrared
Right
and
there!
Yazoo
He is
are
champ
right there.
1! I love Nate. He is champ 1.
Yazoo and Infrared are
please,
back-to-back
please,
power,
please
or
don't.
back-to-back.
Right now.
He's telling, man.
Hold on. At least get the facts straight. I'm champ 2.
Okay, cool.
But-
You're
be
champ
fair, if
4,
I'm putting
so you're
Infrared-
It is a
borderline, you're
little
borderline.
bit diabolical.
If I'm putting Infrared below Nate, I have to put Yazoo below Nate. I have to.
Oh, so then you have
Like,
to put
it's-
Luke below Nate as well. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
we have to put another GC below Nate, who is we'll call it.
We haven't
champ
even
2
got to my good player power rankings, where we're gonna have a lot more arguments, by the way. And I think that last thing I have to say, Nate, you were, I think we were a little bit too harsh on you for putting yourself over Jake last week,
Thank you.
because I'm doing the same thing this week.
Thank you.
Mori is Mori, very good player. I think we all agree with that. And Luke, Rob, me, and Nate agree on that. I think it's a good placement.
Now, where's Meep?
Meat played bad this week, and as I said,
This week! It's the season!
Okay.
Oh my
I
God.
know it's
Make
the
up your
beginning of the
mind. Make up your
season,
mind.
though.
Make up
it's
your
the
mind.
beginning
It's
of the
3 weeks
season.
in.
Okay.
It is Meep
Meep hasn't played great all year yet,
He's a round
all
1
season,
player.
because it just started. It just
Oh, I'm
started,
gonna lose
and
my
Meep
head. I'm gonna
has
lose my head.
kind of been bad.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You don't even have Meep
I
on your
wanted to
top
say.
15,
I
even
wanted-
if he's not playing bad. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I just wanted to say that because I thought it would be funny, and it clearly was.
Oh, okay.
Nate?
Go.
All right.
Go ahead, Nate.
So, now I just wanted to say that I take a lot of things when it comes to player rankings into account. The number one thing that I take is how you do in games, because I don't give a single shit about rank. I more care about how you actually play.
Exactly.
Another thing that I take into account.
No, keep going, Nate. I'm
Another thing that I take into account is how well you can play on your team and how well you incorporate your team. I know it's individual power rankings, but I still take that heavily into account. Now, for some of my takes. Let's see. Aarox is kind of like an iffy one for me. I am tempted to put him lower because I'm not fully sure how to feel about him. I still need to see more games. Adam, dude, I don't know what y'all are seeing, but I genuinely believe in this guy. He makes some crazy ass plays, especially with his team. Like, it's
Luna.
it's a little diabolical. What did Luna say?
No, he timed out Dino for a reason.
Okay. Okay, I'll move on. Okay, one major thing that I need to point out, Shadow is, I love that guy. I love that guy. If he doesn't get picked up, I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit sad.
Brainiac
he
likes
played
your hyena laugh,
phenomenal.
Nate.
Thank you. So, if he doesn't get picked up, you just gotta. I think he played better than Green, but Green has to come back, so. That's my take. So, I'm down on him. Not showing up and not, appearing for the entire week is bad. Very bad.
Get back.
Green, he needs a redemption arc, I feel, because that week 2 game didn't look the greatest, and on top of that, it's just kind of, he needs to do something. He disappeared for a whole week. I need to see from him. I have right next to him Dylan, because I like Dylan. I think he improved a lot over the like 2-week span that we haven't seen him.
He did.
I think he actually fucking, if he played like that on the Orcas, that would have been a solid ass team. Genuinely speaking. Like, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Inverted, I don't know. I felt his presence a lot during that game, so I just kind of stuck him near where I thought he was last week. He definitely didn't have like a pop-off game, but like I still felt him a lot in that game. Now Infrared, he did all right. I think he performed really good for his round, definitely. But it's hard to rank him and Luke because his row is such a bright shining spot. It's I'm almost blind to those fuckers. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Meep, he's down. He played really bad last game. I don't know how to feel about him, so I kind of ranked him around where the round 2s are. Toxic, I just kind of have him there because I know he can do good. In retrospect, feel like I probably should have put him lower because he missed a week, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Melody, I feel like he does better the fact that he's the round 1 because he kind of has to, but I don't know how to feel about this guy. I've seen his gameplay.
It's
and
fine, but putting him
at
at 13 is kind of.
I am not a believer. Because
really not.
I've done it all right. I've played against this guy when we were facing him. I've played against this guy when fucking what's it called? I played against this guy during the scrim. I didn't feel pressured by him at all. Like, he doesn't feel scary. Like, some of the top people that are up there, my top, let's say 6. My top 6 are like scary ass people. When I see them with a ball, I know something is going to come. And when I look at Melody, I definitely see him meshing better with his team, but I just don't feel scared by him at all.
Sometimes it's not the kind of player that does better. I think Melody's more of a playmaker.
Yeah.
And very good at it.
That's why I'm kind of just iffy at the moment with him. I think individual skill-wise, some of these players, actually a lot of these players, I just feel like are better. That's why I feel like Orcas are going to be suffering for the rest of the season, is because I just don't know how to feel about their decisions. I'll round it off by saying, Zay, I'm giving you benefit of the doubt because it was a 2v3. But he has very high risks of dropping lower. And then Luke, I got to see his game. I thought it was alright. I wasn't extremely impressed, so I just kind of slapped him there. And yeah.
Something I gotta say, Dylan is supposed to be the same shade as green. I didn't do that. Whoops.
Yes, I saw that. I was a little confused. But mistakes were made, who cares?
Yeah. Only 6 would be mad at me for that. Okay, can we...
Oh yeah, I'm furious.
Oh no. You're furious now? Just stick around.
Wait.
Yeah,
wait
no, I have a
for
question
this.
though.
Here we go.
Anything else for the...
No, hold on.
Yeah.
I have one thing.
Yes.
So, Bass,
Yeah.
how
Have you seen it?
how is Green and Nate anywhere near each other?
Because Nate is popping this
I don't know.
season.
No.
Nate is popping
you
this
just
season.
don't get... You
Okay,
just don't think
he's
like you
good
think
this
things.
season. He's not even anywhere close to Green.
Top 10, brother.
That's what it is. No, it is this season. I said that last week too. It's this season.
Yeah, this season,
Okay.
he's top 10 in
He's
the league.
saying
this
that it's
season.
the performance based on of this season.
Yeah,
He's also
performance
saying
based
it's
still,
the
on
level of
season.
the as
Green-
he don't really care about the ranks.
Don't care about the ranks. It's performance based
Okay,
on season.
yeah, I don't care about the ranks. Okay, Nate gets to play with Chicken. Green is the best player on his team.
That's also kind of why I'm confused.
Infrared
'cause
has contributed
it
more
makes
than
it
Nate,
harder.
and I love Nate. Yazoo has way contributed more than Nate has. Mori has contributed more than Nate has.
I don't know about that.
You can
I think
argue
Luke
Luke
has contributed more than
contributing.
Nate.
You can argue. You can make that argument. Luke should still be above Nate.
Dude, I'm so high on Luke. I think Luke's a great player. I think Luke is better than Nate.
I agree with that. But again, I don't think Luke's top 10, which is why technically I have Nate above him. I think Nate was a shout out more than Luke was this week.
I think you could switch Luke and Nate around on yours. But
I mean,
I think
yeah.
Toxic only being on Nate's list is insane. I know he didn't play this week, but you've seen him play before, and he should be a top 15 player on everything.
Well, I agree with what Dogs just said in chat, that these lists are ambiguous, because I'm still trying to figure out, Bass, if yours is actually a top 15 or if it's just based on your round. Based on the season, but then you say he played good last week, so he's now a top 10 player. That's not what that means.
What, Nate? Nate?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the past two out of the 3 weeks that this season has happened, Nate has been a standout.
I think standouts.
No, he is not.
In week 2, he wasn't.
He
Week 2, he wasn't. Week 3, he was.
Okay.
Week 2, he was not.
I argue
Yes,
that
calling-
I played really, really well for week 2.
Yes.
Hey, I know
But
that
you weren't a
played good,
standout.
but
Chicken
calling
stood
you
out.
a standout is
Well,
insane.
Yes,
that's
but
because
no.
it's chicken.
That's the point, though.
I'm sorry to
In my
say.
opinion, it's harder to play that well when you have a player like Chicken on your team who's gonna have the ball for that much.
I mean,
Like,
Nate's
how-
on, Nate's on an assist
I-
on winning an assist award. If we do an assist award, we still got to name things for the awards. But,
Oh yeah, that we should.
but he's diming up Chicken and making it easy for him. I'm not. Does that make you stand out? I wouldn't call him a standout. I wouldn't
call Nate a standout in
I-
any aspect.
I would call him a playmaker.
I would call him a good teammate.
Yes,
He's the best
I would call
playmaker
him-
so
okay,
far
I
in
would
this
call it-
division.
So he's not
I
top
want
10
you-
though.
He's playing.
I want to
he's
think-
playing with the best player in the league.
I want to think / I want to say that individual power rankings is how well you play with your team. That is how I base these things. Is how well you play on your team.
Why are you
yeah,
trying to
both
reinvent
individual
the wheel
and
with
team
power
rank.
rankings? It's just the top 15 best players. You guys are insane.
Best players for
I
how
do
they're
shout-outs,
playing
but I
and their
have legit
effective.
it's
top
how
10.
they played the last 2 weeks. Oh, my top 10 is standout players. My bottom 5 is something else. And then Nate, it's God knows what he said. I wasn't even listening because he's just anchoring in his room.
Hey,
some
mine
random
makes more
bullshit.
sense because I want to get the lower ranked players involved. That's why.
Yeah. Good for you. I don't really care that much. It's insane. It's a top 15. Just put the top 15 players in the top
Yeah.
15. It can't be that
That's
hard.
what I did.
That's-
Even though you guys
you
don't
didn't.
agree.
Yeah, you're top
Even if you
15
still
players.
agree.
You have Arox over Hizro. Arox has been here for 1 week. If you're going based off the weeks, then Hizro should be top 2. Hizro should be the number 2, and Arox should be number 3.
This is bad. Man.
In
We
my,
gotta
it's
move
just
on.
how. Yeah, we got
We gotta move on.
my
This
God.
is just chalked, man.
because Sinks is gonna have something to say
Hey,
about
you think
next
this is
one.
bad? Oh, this was the
You
good
think that
list.
was bad? You think
I'm-
that was
I'm
bad?
Just like I'm happy with my list. I don't care anymore.
I'm happy
If
I don't
people
have
wanna
a list
diss
and I can
it,
just
then you
debate.
can diss it. I don't
All
care
right.
at this point.
Are
Yeah.
you guys
ready?
for the pelagic?
Oh, here come the
we
fireworks.
Go.
Here come
Whoa.
fireworks. That's wrong.
What do you mean that's wrong? That's what you sent me.
Update, reload. No. Update, reload.
What do you mean?
Reload the page.
You changed it?
What?
Reload the page.
Guys, you can't just change it.
Yeah.
No.
It's a screenshot.
It happened a while ago. It happened. Oh, it's a screenshot. Okay.
Oh,
Bass,
did you
Come on.
edit yours without saying anything?
I
Yes.
did before.
Just
Yes,
explain
this
your
is week 4. You should
Yeah,
know
yeah.
this by now.
brother, man. Yeah.
Okay, standing out to me already, not having Bass or Dino on your top 15 is shocking.
Sinks, did you?
Are
didn't
you,
watch
are you
the
missing
game?
the biggest
With my-
elephant in the room in this list from
What?
any of us three? Is a
Oh,
big
Silver
elephant.
being in the top 4? I hate it.
No, it's up there. It's up in that top 5 somewhere, but you'll find it.
Oh.
Hunt?
no.
Fire
a
Heel?
little to the
What?
right. No, a little to the right of that. A little. to
No.
the right.
How is Fire Heel number 2 in 2 lists?
Because Fire Hero played amazing.
Fire Heel is playing like a top 3 player right now.
All right,
Yeah.
Nate.
Even I.
Hunt is good. He is the second
about
best
Just
player.
go to the right of Hunt for me, and you'll see the problem. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, JPEG's good,
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
No, but
He didn't watch
I
the game.
assumed-
He said that.
Clearly you didn't. He is not. No. No, he's not.
Wait, was he really that bad?
Yeah. I'll read off his stats for you, shall I?
It was
It
They're
a
not that
2v2
bad.
to be fair, but I'm just gonna put my fucking
Which
head in.
kind of makes the stats a little bit worse, especially 2v2.
I I mean, for fuck's sake, it was a 3-1 game.
So
I don't know,
it
man.
was a 3-1 series. JPEG, let's see, for a round 1
What's
player
that?
who is supposed to be equivalent to Dogs or Hunt or
To be fair, I didn't
Solo,
watch this
right?
game. I went off
right.
stats.
You guys right? 4 goals, 1 assist, 9 saves on 12 shots. Average
It's
481.
not honestly that bad. 481, averaged 481.
That is
Yeah,
middle
in a
of the
2v2,
pack.
that's
That is
rough.
that in a 2v2. He did worse than every single first round player I listed. He did worse than Grizz. He did worse than Cloud. He did worse than Solo. Oh, yeah. He did worse than Solo on a horrible week by him. Jerry almost did just as good. He was close. This is what we're talking about. JPEG is a great person. I've talked with him a lot. He is not living up to the round 1 standards that was expected, and Bass putting him at 5 should be a death sentence.
I just think he's a better player. I think. Do you want to hear my reasoning in this?
Jerry's
It's
around
the
2
fact-
by now. Oh, but go ahead.
It's the way I thought of JPEG, the way I went through this in my head, is I think he was actually the last person I had to rank. Because I thought to myself, do I really think JPEG, who in my opinion has the worst supporting cast, do I think he's worse than the round 2 of Hi and Luna combo? I think Hi and Luna and Cloud and Grizz.
You clearly didn't watch the game because
I did it.
even with
I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, in that 2v2, he looked just as good as Paul did. They looked the same, which is a problem. It is a big problem. From someone who had to cast the game, the amount of times I said JPEG missed or whiffed or whatever was alarming for a round 1 player.
Do we want to let you go with your list first, and then we'll...
Sure. Well, I'm trying to keep mine brief, but I mean, something to notice for me is that I have Hi and Luna together, and I have Grizz and Cloud together once again. Oh, by the way, Bass, Cloud over Grizz is absurd, but we'll get to that later. And then I just rounded out with Jerry at 10. My shout-outs, I have a couple clear ones. I mean, number 1, Brainiac, holy crap. You were very, very, very close to being MVP of that series. But the fact that Silver had 12 goals, like, you can't not give it to him. What a game by him. Justin looked really good for the Monsoon. He kept them in that series. Even though the Cyclones didn't have their best stuff, he kept them very close, forced the game 5. Blazer and Hez, I kind of ran out of options here, to be honest. I think they played solid for the Clouds. I think they just kind of did their job. I think Hez stood out a bit more, but I think they're kind of equal. And then I don't think Theo had his best game, but again, he did his job and helped them to win that series, so that's why he gets a shout out from me.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna read this how I have it. And there's only one difference. And I did this before the stream, actually. This wasn't a reactive thing.
Mm-hmm.
I put Dogs 1. Because Dogs is just... He's been playing, like, the best player in the league, obviously. I'm not gonna take long with it. He's just been playing the best. Maybe this week was a little rough, but overall, just the best player I see. I actually have Silver 2.
Oh.
Because
Oh my god.
this season...
That's your change?
That was the change before
That's the one change you...
Because I got to
What's
see
Silver
both
2?
Fire. I got to see Fire
Mom
and
and Dad are fighting again.
Is Sync still here? We still got him?
No, he's not. He's not.
Oh, he'll join in a second if
got
he's still
lucky.
watching.
Got
'Cause
lucky.
what the hell are you doing?
I did this before the stream. This wasn't a reactive, like, oh, I'm gonna be funny. No. I did this before we even started discussing my already.
You're delusional.
I Kraken
It's
discussions. Because Silver so far this
The
season,
most inconsistent player of all time is number 2.
because I was so taken away with how remarkable he played.
Firehill
It
took
was
you
like-
guys to 5, and he's below that?
Because he had
This
Justin.
motherfucking
Because he had
teammates-
Justin.
God damn, I'm
Because of Justin? Why is Justin 11? If
Because
that's the
that's-
reason why...
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
agree. I would. Well, no, I will have reasons for that. I'll go down my list. No,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to
Turn my
that. No,
glasses off.
there's
I
real
hate this
reasons.
league too. I might shut it down.
There's real reasons. There's real reasons. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. So Dogs 1, Silver 2 because he played remarkable, Fire 3 because he also played remarkable. Those 3 are a solidified 3 for me. Those 3 are
don't
so
have
far ahead.
Solo?
No. Solo
You're not
is
just
at
snapping.
4 because no, I'm not snapping at you. I'm snapping at myself.
You not just snap, bro.
Solo at 4 because Solo is like in his own tier of being between those 3 and the rest of this list that I'll get to. But Solo is kind of weird where like he's played the same kind of thing as Silver where he'll have good weeks and he'll have bad weeks. But I haven't seen him had the week that Silver had. Next, that's
Week
that's
one?
fair. That's fair. I feel like that's
What?
fair.
Did week 1 not happen?
He didn't win all the MVPs.
It was a 2v2.
It was a
I
2v2. It was
I don't
a 2v2.
They lost the 2v3 week 1. They lost the game.
Did
He
Solo
went from that
once
to 12
this
goals. He's the
season,
most inconsistent player in this league.
Solo have a week as good as Silver this year?
As good as?
As
don't
good
know.
as
I will
Silver
look it
this
up,
week.
But in my
He
eyes,
has it.
doesn't matter.
3,000 is the highest of this division. Yet.
Are you
Higher
talking
than Dogs
week
has gotten
versus week,
too.
or are you talking
But Dogs is
all-time
way
from
more
Solo?
consistent. This is for the season. But I'm talking about
Solo
for
did better
Silver.
than Silver week 1 in a 2v3 situation.
Well, yes, but did Solo play better than Silver this week? Like those were both their best weeks. Solo best week was week 1, and Silver's best week was this week, and I have them as the same type of player.
No, I can't believe it. I can't.
I think they're both inconsistent
Solo
players.
averaged more than Silver week 2. And that's when the Trident swept. And then
You
this
mean
week
Guts swept?
Solo had 600 less, and he had a horrible week.
That time.
Yeah. Next, JPEG. The reason I have JPEG so high is, first of all, I didn't watch the game. It sounds like if I watch the game, I don't put him here. But
I'll
my
give
thought
you it
process,
finally, I guess.
yeah, my thought process was, this is a round player who's supposed to be really good. And so far, the 4 players I have below have been feeding off of each other. And I feel like JPEG has been kind of a solo show, or at least that's what I thought he was. I thought he was a solo show. I didn't
He's
watch
a
the
show.
game, but I thought it was a solo show, and all the top 5 are, in my opinion, like the solo show players there. And then you have the next ranking of Hi and Cloud, because I put Cloud and Grizz at the same, literally exact same player, except Cloud has more potential.
Grizz got MVP
And-
every week. They won. Grizz literally
Yeah.
got MVP every single
But
week.
it's so
You
close.
made
You can't
the
lie.
MVPs.
Yeah, you can't lie, though, that it is been a 50-50 for me with who I'm giving the MVP to, because they play that much
that's
alike.
fine, but there's something that's told you Grizz is MVP every week, and yet you still have Cloud higher than him.
Yeah, but it was so tough, and I feel like at that point I'm just going for potential.
Oh my god.
But the
You're
reason
going
I
for
have Hi
potential.
and Luna between them is because I see these two teams, the Stingrays and the Bolts, as the same team, but one of them should have a third player and one of them really doesn't. And I'm not talking about Stingrays should only have 2. I'm talking about the Bolts really only have 2, and Gummy's a demoer. Meanwhile, the Stingrays should, I know they haven't yet, but they should have a 3. And that's why I kind of linked it with my power rankings for the team. It just kind of made sense to me, putting Stingrays so much higher. I think this is how it works, is that Hi and Luna are better than Cloud and Grizz, but Cloud and Grizz have a better 3rd than Hi and Luna. Hunt is kind of the end of the ones for me. Hunt, like, I know I have 10, even though there's 8 teams, but Hunt is, like, the end of that grouping of, like, these players are playing like ones. They're playing like scary players that can do some crazy stuff on you if you don't have your 1 in the goal. Justin and Jerry are, like, right there as, like, very good 2s for their team. They're not quite Grizz or technically Luna, I guess, at this point. They're not right there with Grizz and Luna, but they're the next best 2, Justin and Jerry. Blazerman, I just kind of thought to myself in this scenario, me and Dino, we both didn't have our best games, and I just thought that Blazerman just kind of fit as, like, he played a little better than me and Dino, I think, this week. And then I ended off with me and Dino, because I still think we're top 15. I don't think that we've dropped off a cliff, but it was a bad week, so I dropped us quite a bit. I dropped us quite a bit down the list.
I don't see Dino at 15. I don't.
Week 1 and 2, he was hitting things that no other 3 did, and most other 2s didn't.
I just don't. I didn't
see
it. I didn't really see it last week. I don't see it now.
He hit double taps both week 1 and week 2, which I don't think many 2s have this season. I still have him 15 because I think he has the aerial control that not a lot of even 2s have. I think you can count on one hand how many 2s have the aerial control Dino has. And people have been talking about his rotations and double commits where, like, I haven't seen that yet. I mean, this week it was, I'm gonna say it was me. It was me. A lot of people have been giving Dino crap for it this week. I think that it was my bad rotations. I think Dino has been very good rotation-wise this season. And that's pretty much it.
Alright, Nate.
I'm going to just do my controversials. So, starting with Hunt, I was kind of texting it in the chat. I feel like he outperformed Solo as a player, both comm-wise and just, like, at an individual level. I've seen what this guy can do, and I feel like he can pop off really well. Even if he supposedly had a bad week, which honestly I didn't see that much of it. I felt like he did pretty damn good. Like, I don't think he's number 10. Not for nothing.
I agree with that. But when I asked someone who casted the game and watched the whole thing through, Hunt did not look right at all that series.
I don't know.
He was missing things he was hitting week 1, like, constantly, that series. I mean, he still did enough, and his team backed him up, which is why I'm shouting them both out. But yeah. I didn't see a round 1 player in Hunt that week.
I'll go through Solo, Silver, and Fire just to give a basis as to why I thought they were above. Solo, he started, like, talking shit to his teammate, that was the 3rd rounder, in chat mid-game, and if you are going to be doing that, I'm sorry, that's not a good quality in a player/team. If your head can get that much, like, I guess ego? I don't even know what it was, but, like, it was kind of not, it was not great to see. I feel like, mechanical-wise, he does his job, but, like I was saying before in the Benthic division, I feel like how you do on your team, like how you work with your team, is a big reason for your individual skill. Next with Silver, he's inconsistent. We know this. That's why I'm kind of iffy on him, but he fucking popped off. I could see a world that he did better than Solo, but I just need more consistency before I can actually say that for certain. And then Fire Heal, he works really well with his team. It's just that he doesn't have, like, the solo... How do I explain this? He doesn't have the solo, like, beat 3-man opportunity, like, potential that these 4 have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can snipe nets, no doubt about it. If he gets a good lineup, he could get a good fucking lineup. But, like, he can't go into the air like Silver, Solo, Hunt, and Dogs can. So that's why I'm kind of
agree.
like... He's a very solid player, and he definitely deserves to be in the top 5, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, with that over, I'm gonna just continue with my controversials. Justin played fucking phenomenal. Like,
He did.
better than the duo of Grizz and Cloud. I feel like he fucking
I was
popped
scared.
off.
I kind of
I
don't
was
think
scared.
that's as controversial as people think. I
Yeah,
could see
like-
a world where I could have put Justin up there, but I think I need to see one more game from him doing that to make me put him higher.
Yeah, like I said, the only reason why the Monsoon lost was because of that third. So
Yeah, I
the
agree.
fact that fucking the top 2 of Monsoon are this high kind of show how
Thank you.
scary this team can be.
But they are
Thank you.
not 2.
Thank you.
They
No,
are not.
I was literally about to say after I was gonna let Nate talk, but then I was gonna say if Monsoon 1 and 2 can be that high, I don't see how it's so out of the realm that they could be number 2 in the league.
They're not 2 now. They could be later. If they go on a 3-game win streak, then fair enough. But they're 0-3 out of playoffs by a mile right now. They need to figure it out. They need to get rid of Allen, but for now, they are staying there until they do it.
Yeah, that is honestly kind of encompass my take. Other controversial thing to talk about, not still being on my list, he fucking popped off. I am so fucking sad that guy isn't goddamn in the league, like staying in the league. He's still a free agent. Like, bro, somebody pick this man up. He is better than like a lot of the second rounders that are out there. Not for nothing.
That's not that controversial, honestly.
And then
Yeah.
JPEG, it's not really more of a controversial thing. I just want to talk about him. Yeah, no, he did not play good as a first rounder. A lot of these people that are above him just play out of their mind, and I don't see that from JPEG.
I think he like borderline played average for a second rounder that week.
Yeah, I probably would put him lower
Like,
now hearing all
again,
this.
like I'm saying, him and Paul didn't look that far off, and that shouldn't be the case.
And actually, you want to know what's funny about where I put my spot? That's where roughly the second rounders go. So,
that's what
Brainiac,
I'm-
you
that's
saying
what I-
posting them in the server? I'm still worried about that Discord AI thing, so I don't want to post spreadsheets in the server and get myself banned. So they probably won't be.
I think I had a good players list. I not much yelling. I'm happy.
Yeah, it turned out okay, but you cleared up the JPEG thing. That was bad.
Yeah, I just didn't watch it, and I thought JPEG being the highest ranked in this division before the season started. I think Dogs is now, if I'm correct. But I thought JPEG would be kind of more towards that Silver Solo, like towards that like 1A guy, like pure like that guy for the team.
Yeah.
I thought he was in that category. I just didn't watch that game.
All right. Well, any final things before we go to predictions?
I think we're good.
All right. On to predictions. This is where it gets tough in my eyes. First, we'll talk about what Sinks predicted. We'll start with him. He has the Fangs beating the Surge, the Waves beating the Tempest, the Reef beating the Abyss, and the Tide beating the Orcas. Now, I am taking the Nate approach this week. I am going off the rails. For Fangs versus Surge, I'm taking the Fangs because I know I think there's potential in that Fangs team, and I don't know what Green is going to do if he comes back this week for the Surge, how different the team's going to be. I think it's going to be a close match, but I do think the Fangs are going to get their first win of the season. Waves Tempest, I mean, the Tempest aren't going to be picked to win unless they actually win a match at this point. Like, they haven't shown me anything to be convinced otherwise. Reef Abyss. I think the Reef, I still have faith in the Reef, and I also don't have faith in the Abyss, so it's kind of both. But that's the reason I'm taking the Reef, especially if Shadow ends up getting dropped. I don't know what Zare's going to do with Slow. If Slow comes back this week, that's huge for them. But either way, whether it's Slow or Shadow, I think the Reef take the series. And then Orca's Tide. This is where it kind of gets crazy. I'm only taking the Orcas because that's my team. I'm backing them wholeheartedly. I screwed them over week 2, ironically enough. Then they got Melody back week 3. They looked pretty good against a not great opponent, but they did their job. And I think this is going to be a very close series. I could see it going either way, but I'm going to pick the Orcas.
I think it's funny because compared to everything else I have done, I think I'm the most level-headed person here when it comes to predictions for the Benthic. I just put the team that we mostly all agreed on is the better team. I put Surge over Fangs because Fangs are 0-3, and I'm gonna also use that same thing with the Abyss Reef game. I picked the Reef because the Abyss are 0-3. I need to see both those teams win a game before I can try to pick them.
Abyss in 1 and 2.
Huh?
Abyss on 1 and 2, no?
Yes. They beat the Tempest.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 1 and 2? Oh, thank you.
And even that was a fluky game in my
Okay,
mind.
so yeah, no, sorry. I meant Fangs and Tempest. Fangs and Tempest have both not won a game. Therefore, I picked the opposites, being Surge and Waves. 2, in my opinion, of the top 3 teams in the league versus the 2, in my opinion, worst teams in the league. Reef Abyss. Now I'm gonna say that's just I just like the Reef. I think that they're a top 3 team, like they're hanging on there. I think they're 3rd, and I don't think highly on the Abyss. I think that they're 6th. I think. Yeah, I think it's just a blowout game too. And actually, I think the closest game that I was back and forth on was Tide Orcas, because those are 2 very good teams. I think if Tide's having a bad day, or if Orcas are having a good day, it could swing here. And I think this will be the game that might have a surprise in store. But yeah, I just went for the ones that I thought were just the obvious better picks in my opinion.
Alright, well, Nate, go ahead.
I'll start. Surge versus Fangs. I have the Surge going against this. It's gonna be a really back and forth game. There's a reason why we're split 2 and 2. But I feel like Surge have shown me, at least Dylan and Soclobot have, that they have a really solid core, and if Green can back that up, then I feel like they have a pretty good shot at winning this. And there's, of course, the fear that Fangs might literally just either lose Aerox randomly, or lose Toxic randomly, or just fucking, who knows, maybe NBM suddenly just dies. Like, I'm not sure about that team. I don't feel like they do enough rounds to, like, make sure everyone's showing. So, I have more faith in Surge. Funny enough. Waves. I feel like I don't need to talk about it. Waves are like clear top 2, and Tempest is clear 8. It should be a sweep. Abyss versus Reef. I'm gonna say this with a lot of confidence. Reef are at a risk of having to rebuild, and if they have to rebuild now against this Abyss team, who, in my eyes, has shown that they can play pretty fucking good, as long as they're on EU service, so I guess it really depends on the service, but in general, I feel like this is gonna, like, be a good game, and I feel like this is the chance that Abyss really have to show you guys that Reef they have potential to actually be there in the top sort of leagues. Don't get me wrong, though. If Slow replies, and Slow is here and is playing, yeah, my prediction is cooked. I'm not even gonna lie. My prediction is fucked if that happened. Cause like I said, Reef were they were number 3 for me before that match in which Slow just didn't fucking show up. And I'm pretty confident there is a large gap between those two teams. So if Slow is here, yeah, I'm cooked. It is what it is. I'm on the basis though that guy isn't showing up though. Finally, Orcas versus Tide. I'm confident in my boys. I'm confident in myself. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's fair. That is. I mean, we also just didn't talk about our records right now. Bass, the only one not 6-6. Poor guy.
That's so
And now he's gone the most reasonable this week, so he's probably gonna jump ahead of all of us. But
I was gonna say I went the most. It's funny because I've been the most like weird player this week in terms of rankings, except for this. Yeah. I'm the most passive person in this.
I just want to point out too, I think this is like the first time in which all of us have different like rankings. Oh, sorry, predictions.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so too.
We all have at least one difference.
Yep. But any final things you want to talk about before we go to the Pelagic predictions and wrap up the stream?
We're good.
All right. This got tough. This got real tough. I mean, I don't know anymore. But I mean, Nate and Bass sitting at 9-3, looking real good. I'm at 8-4.
Oh,
7-5.
let's go.
So you guys are killing it. I think literally anything can happen in any of these games. I'd think going into before last week happened, Cyclones Bolts was going to be absolute cinema, but now I'm not so sure. I don't know which Cyclones are going to get, and I don't know which Bolts we're going to get, but I'm going to assume we're going to get a better Cyclones performance, which is why I'm picking them. Then Sharks Kraken, I have to pick the Kraken after what I just saw last week, and then I also have to pick Kraken based on what I saw from the Sharks last week and what I've seen from them this entire season. I have to pick the Kraken, and I can't pick the Sharks unless I get shown otherwise. Clouds Monsoon, who the hell knows? Who knows at this point? I picked the Monsoon just because they took the Cyclones to 5, and if we see that same performance against this Clouds team, I think the Monsoon are gonna win. Okay, dude. So, I said it, I hated it, that I had to put the Monsoon down where I did, but they are not a 2 seed. They're not. They're 0-3. They are 0-3. I hate being put at 6, but they have to be put at 6 because they're 0-3.
Yeah,
they get the record up, they could go to 2, but they have to get the record up first.
Striker also has Clouds at 7, so like it's not even like he's going against power ranking.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, he's not.
And then Stingray's Tridents. This is coin flip, literally. I only pick the Tridents because I don't know who the Stingray's third is going to be. I know that Trident's roster, and I know the potential that team has if Solo locks in. So that's why I picked the Tridents.
All right, my turn?
Yep.
All right, I have the Cyclones over the Bolts. I think it's going to be... I'm sorry, guys. It's not going to be cinema. We got this in the bag. It's already over. Chalk it up. All right. You heard me, Luna.
If Bolts win, bro, I'm sorry. We're quoting you.
It's not happening. Bolts stand 0 chance against this team. I have Kraken over the Sharks by a mile. Kraken are so much better, unless the Sharks make a change in getting Knot back. Then I think it's a close match. Monsoon over Clouds by a mile.
I don't think
Monsoon is... I think Monsoon with Fire and...
Justin.
I'm sorry. Justin, thank you. I think Fire and Justin are just going to outplay the duo of Hunt and Blazer. And I'm kind of surprised I'm the only one taking Stingrays here.
It's
because
the only reason is I don't know who the third's gonna be.
The third in question being deceased.
Yeah, they can't.
Well, yes, but I think if they get Gert here,
and if
I think
he
it's
plays,
even. Yes,
and if he plays,
then
and then they end up they forced to have Luke Oompa as their third, and then it's over. Like,
I don't even know about it's over. I wouldn't say it's over if Oompa joins, just because how
hey,
good. Just
Luna,
because how good.
Luna,
I know.
You still here? How over is it if Oompa is on that team for the Stingrays?
But I think that they are facing maybe potentially the best duo. I think they're maybe potentially facing the best duo in this division of Grizz and Cloud. Thank you, Jesus. But yes, I think that's potentially the best duo up there with Hi and Luna. And if they get someone like Gert, who is a very good third, then I think this just wraps.
I think it's gonna be close, but I gotta go with the team that has 3 players right now. So, out of safety. Nate, go ahead.
Alright, so, starting with Cyclone and Bolts, I have Cyclone. This, I'm not for nothing, this is going to be crucial for both teams, performance-wise. They both need to bounce back, so, I just have more faith in Cyclones in general. Especially since how bad the Bolts kind of were playing on the games that they lost, specifically. Like, they were kind of flopping a lot. It was not a great sight, so I feel like Cyclones do have that easy. I was just kind of teasing
Thank you.
you when I was saying that if they fucking win, but if they win, the most bipolar team in the league, don't get me wrong, but next, Sharks versus Kraken. I feel like this is kind of obvious. Like,
Thank you.
If the not change doesn't happen, then I'm sorry, they're cooked. Paul's not going to be able to do enough, Manuk is not going to be able to do enough, and JPEG's being JPEG, so I don't. Especially since the Kraken are on a heavy ass up. I mean, bro, it's tragic to say, but the Kraken might be going 3-1.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
I think they are, but
Alright, now, Cloud versus Monsoon. This is when we get to the coin flips. If Alan changes, Clouds are cooked. My prediction is cooked. I will 100% admit that. But if Alan stays, and this is on the premise that Alan stays, I don't know how consistently Fire and Justin can put that kind of performance up. I'm sorry to say. Because it is bad. It is horrible. I don't like the way that team is playing. Even with how good Fire and Justin are doing individually, I don't like it. Lastly, Stingrays versus Tridents, my final take for the fucking stream. I don't see Stingrays winning this, even if they get good. The trio of Solo, Jerry, and Aniket are still pretty solid. Even if they looked shaky, I feel like if they get their act together, they will be just back to solidified top team. Sorry, top fewish teams, like top 3 or some shit. But yeah, that's all I have.
And then rounding us out, Sinks has the Cyclones over the Bolts, the Kraken over the Sharks, the Clouds over the Monsoon, and the Tridents over the Stingrays, just like me.
So close.
I'm ready to be
So
number
close to
one
all of them
in the
being-
predictions.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah, right.
I'm ready for Stingrays.
I will say this. I will say this. We might tie. Because I could see a world where Monsoon win, but I'm sorry to say, there is not a single fucking chance Stingrays are winning.
I'm ready.
I'm not gonna
ready.
say that. I'm not gonna say that, but I will say it's gonna be a good series.
Stingrays have a strong duo, and I'm ready for it.
Third? third? Oh my
They'll get
god.
one.
I
They'll
never
get
do
one.
Eevee?
They'll get one.
Holy Jesus.
They'll get one.
Ah, my bad. Oompa apparently counts as a player. My bad.
All right. Well, any final things we want to say before we wrap the stream up?
I'm pretty sure this is our longest stream, despite the fact that we have less players.
It was just the debates. It had to happen. I already said it was going to be a crazy power ranking stream after everything that's happened, and it lived up to that for sure.
Yeah,
I've never been more pissed in my life, but you know it is what it is. But
It's gonna.
Yeah.
The only thing I have to say, it's gonna suck to take Gummy out in a series.
Damn.
I know them
You're gonna shoot him
personally.
like a
It's
dog.
gonna suck. It's gonna suck to put that team down.
God damn. Okay. Fuck.
We got this.
I'm like
Cyclones.
semi-consciously trying to hope that Bolts win. Now, fuck you.
It's a rivalry. It's a rivalry from day one. Both Cyclones. It's gonna be a week.
I'm like, dude, if the Bolts win, bro, they're like all these
It's
wins
gonna be a week.
slander are gonna
Yeah.
be like
Yep.
really.
It's gonna be a
fucking
week.
good.
I'm excited. I'm excited. It's all friendly competition. It's all friendly competition.
Yeah.
I like to get it stirred.
Striker, if I'm going on stream, can we just like hate slander the Cyclones on that game?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, do it! I bet. I bet we disappoint. We disappoint. We disappoint both of you.
All
I
right.
have nothing
Let-
to
we,
slander.
we're gonna wrap up stream here. Any final things?
Fucking
Go Cyclones.
good luck, have fun, everyone, because clearly we're not.
Yep. Peace out to that. And that is gonna do it for easily the longest stream of the season. 2.5 hours. If you stuck around this whole thing, thank you all so much. This was a lot of fun. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of drama. But now we are ready to go to week 4. There's a lot of question marks, especially in the Pelagic division, about how this is gonna go. So this is gonna be very telling for the rest of the season. So I'm very excited to get it going. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in week 4. Have a good night.